my best friend in high school had a boyfriend she was dating, and he was a really, really crappy guy. And one day she called me, and she sounded really weird on the phone, just completely out of it. And so I rushed over there. I walked in, and she's passed out on the couch. There's drugs everywhere. It's insane. And that was really out of character, because as far as I knew, she didn't do any of that. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke, nothing. And I was shocked. Like, I didn't know what to do, and her boyfriend at the time was sitting on the couch next to her, just kind of like playing with his phone. I freaked out and started screaming at him, because I was like, what the hell is going on? And again, I didn't know what else to do, so I started cleaning up. Eventually, he stood up and was like, here, have some water and calm down. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And I drank it, and about 20 minutes later, after cleaning up, I realized there was not just water in that. I started to feel really out of it, so I sat down on the steps, and the next thing I know, he's dragging me upstairs by the back of my hair. He drags me into her room, starts taking my clothes off, and the rest is history. It honestly got harder after it happened. I think I was too innocent at that age to really get the significance of what had just happened to me. But after that, I just kind of figured if my best friend didn't believe me, then God, who else was going to? Shoved it down for a really long time after that. Didn't think about it. And then it really wasn't until almost a year after that, when my friendship with her had ended, that I kind of started to understand why what he did was such a big deal. And it kind of came to a head when I went to prom and I saw him for the first time after that. I freaked out. I was crying. That's kind of when it hit me how much this had really affected me, how it changed the way that like I interacted with guys and all of that. My current best friend now, like, she had something really similar happen to her, and she kind of opened my eyes to how wrong it was that he treated me like that. When we became friends and we like really got close enough to open up about what happened to each other, she told me about her similar experience, and then I kind of realized, oh, there were a bunch of warning signs that this was going to happen. I like to think I'm stronger than I actually am, and that I'm more over it than I like to think. But there are definitely days where I go back to a dark place. Probably the biggest struggle for me is convincing myself that I am more than just a sex object to guys. And I know that that's a struggle that a lot of girls face, but for me it's like really, really hard to not believe it. So still recovering. I guess I'm learning that trying to figure, or I guess where I'm at right now is like trying to reassociate, you know, being with a guy as something good as opposed to he's just doing it to me. I think it makes it, not even just for women, but for guys in particular, it makes it more real to them, because guys know that sexual assault happens all the time. They know, but unless it means something to them, they're not really gonna care. And they're not gonna care unless it's happened to someone meaningful to them. I don't know if that really makes sense, but like, I think it's shown a lot of guys that it's not just some obscure girls that they don't know that this is happening to. It's their sisters, it's their friends, it's their mothers, like, it's all of, like, it's people that they're really, really connected with. And that has an impact on them, because it's no longer something they can ignore if it's happening to people that they love.